be followers. Amen. If we're going to follow after Christ, amen, we're going to have to deny the flesh. Amen. We've got to start denying things. I've made a lot of people mad in the last couple of weeks because I get up in the morning and I push power on that phone and I turn that thing off. And I don't turn that thing back on till after probably about 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I'll turn that thing back off like I got to. Somebody calls me, I'll try to fill it up my spirit. If I feel like it's important, I'll answer a phone call. But if I don't answer that phone. You say, well, that's rude. No, it ain't. I'm sick and tired of that thing governing my life. I'm sick and tired of that thing ruling me. Amen. It gets to the place where those things begin to dictate your life, and you find yourself. Brother Jared was talking a couple weeks ago, and he said, Brother Simon just got to where that PlayStation 3 set just got where I don't even play that thing no more. I said, we're God breaking him out of a shell. Amen. He's desiring, but God's breaking him out of a shell, and he's not desiring those things that he once desired. And Paul said, the things that I once hated, man, I don't like those things no more. But the things that I loved, I now hate them. Listen, there's a difference when we get stirred up in God. Those things that we never liked and never wanted to be around, we find ourselves praising them. And the things that we used to love, we find ourselves shunning the very appearance of evil that we could attain Christ. Amen. Whenever we get hungry for Him, I thought to myself, I see these little young children. I see a young lady Friday. We was on the way home, and I promise you, from the moment that little girl got in that truck, Sister Rose, till the time she got out, which was about an hour and a half, she never one time quit texting. I mean, I thought to myself, all of a sudden she got mad. She said, I lost the signal. I thought to myself, well, bless your little heart. What are they going to do without hearing from you?
Come on.
Government. Things dictating us and governing us. Amen. And sometimes I get to praying and I get to thinking, I say, God, are we being conformed to the world?
Come on.
Are we allowed, Brother Billy, are we allowed these things to conform us and mold us? You know, the very things that we preach against and the very things that we stand up against. Amen. If we're not careful, we find those things getting a hold of us. But yet we don't mean it. The Bible, Paul began to tell Timothy, he said, son, you need to be aware of some things. He said, one of those things is seducing spirits. They're going to rise up and they're going to get even stronger in the last day. You know, we don't think about a seducing spirit, but you know what a seducing spirit is? You know, that old young boy, he sees that girl and she's pretty and she looks good. And he thinks, man, if I could just get her and be with her. And so what will he do? He'll lie to her. He'll tell her things to make her feel good about herself. He'll deceive her any way he can. He'll even turn her against mom and daddy. That ain't to have his way. It's just for a moment. And then after it's over with, he'll leave her like she never even knew her. He seduced her. Listen, that's the same thing that these spirits are doing to the children of God that live and have a standard. They're seducing. It won't hurt to cut your hair. It won't hurt to die. It won't hurt to take your shirt off in front of all those other guys. It won't hurt. Just a little bit won't hurt. Them little children, just one puff on a cigarette won't kill you. Just one toke on a joint won't kill you. And what's over with, that spirit seduced them, and they're hooked on something that they can't get hold of. What are we following? Amen. What are we allowing God to do in us? Amen. It takes you submit to God. No doubt you can't come to God except the Spirit draws you. Amen. But you can't live for God except you make your mind up to live for God. Amen. God can call you. And there's a lot of people that's learning how to do it today. They make their way to an altar after preaching, and they kneel down and they pray, and they've learned how to pray conviction off of them. And they'll get right back up on that altar, go right back out that door, and keep living the same way they was living when they come in there. You know what they've done? All they done was just pray conviction off of them. They prayed that guilty conscience clean, and when they feel like it's all right, the pastor comes over and passes on the back. Everything's all right. We get to sing it, coming home, coming home. We get to sing it just over and over like everything feels good, but there was no change. I want to change.